What a beautiful dress.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to ask you, can't wait to see 3 a.m.
Yes.
The controversy.
Yeah.
How can we get a take of this?
He's the one, she thought. Or is he? The man of her dreams, the love of her life. But was it always meant to be? Or was everything just a carefully crafted lie? Casey had no idea what was real until the day she finally saw the truth. He was the devil all along. Yet, somehow, she still can't seem to walk away.
Inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now-settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her.
Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. To the world, he was an empire. In 2022, he made it onto Forbes' list of billionaires. Yeah, billionaire. But how did he get there? Well, it all started way back. It began with Bad Boy Records, the game-changing music label that gave the world hits from artists like Biggie Smalls and Mary J. Blige. He ventured into the world of liquor with Ciroc vodka, turning it into a powerhouse. Then came Revolt TV, the media platform that brought new voices to the table. And let's not forget his real estate empire, where he bought prime properties and turned them into gold mines. Publicly, Diddy was the definition of success. His name became a brand. You'd see him at fancy events, surrounded by friends, living his best life. He was the boss, the man. But behind all the flashy suits and million-dollar deals, there was a man whose private life remained a mystery. While the world applauded his business genius, there were things about Diddy that stayed hidden. The image of Diddy as this perfect businessman often overshadowed the darker, more troubling sides of his life. What was he hiding?
What a beautiful dress.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to ask you, can't wait to see 3 a.m.
Yes.
The controversy.
It all started with a chance meeting. Diddy and Casey. You wouldn't think it, but it happened. In the early 2000s, Casey Ventura was just a rising star in the music scene, trying to make her mark. Diddy? Well, he was already Diddy. They crossed paths, and the rest, as they say, was history. Casey had just dropped her hit single, Me and You. And that's when Diddy took notice. She was beautiful, talented, and ready to take on the world. But she was just 19. He wasn't just a businessman to her, though. There was an undeniable attraction, and before long, the two were inseparable. Paparazzi began to follow their every move, and the public couldn't get enough. Diddy and Casey, the ultimate power couple. She was the fresh face in music, and he was the seasoned mogul who'd been running the game for years. Together, they seemed unstoppable. Their relationship was all glitz and glam, attending red carpet events, showing up at concerts, and just living that luxury lifestyle that everyone envied. They had it all, didn't they? But, like any other story, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. The cracks started showing in their perfect relationship. It wasn't the first time people had seen Diddy with a beautiful woman, and it wouldn't be the last. Over the years, the couple's relationship went through phases, up, down, and all around. For a while, they were the picture of love. Then, out of nowhere, they'd be apart. Casey was seen on her own, Diddy with someone else, and fans started to wonder what was going on. It seemed like every few months, there was a new chapter. One minute, they were all over each other at the latest party, laughing and posing for the cameras. Next, they were on a break. Public speculation ran wild. Was Diddy ready to settle down with Casey? Was he really in love with her? Or was she just another part of his empire? For every breakup, there was a makeup. For every silence, a grand gesture. They were two people caught in a whirlwind of love, lust, and business, with the world watching them at every turn. With all the twists and turns going on between the two, In 2016, something happened that would change everything. It wasn't a headline about a new album or business venture. No, this time it was something far more personal, something the public wasn't supposed to see. CCTV footage from a California hotel emerged, showing Diddy and Casey in a tense moment behind closed doors. The footage wasn't anything too outrageous, but it was enough to raise eyebrows. The cameras captured a heated exchange between the two of them. Casey, looking visibly upset, was seen walking away from Diddy, who appeared to be trying to stop her. The atmosphere was intense, the kind of scene that didn't fit the glossy image they'd built as the perfect couple. Diddy was grabbing, shoving, dragging, and kicking Casey during the fight. As the footage was leaked to the public, it sent shockwaves through the media. Fans who have followed their relationship closely were stunned. It was clear from the video that something wasn't right between them. The perfect power couple that the world has watched was suddenly exposed, showing a much darker, more complicated side of their relationship. It wasn't just about the love anymore. People began to question what had really been happening behind the scenes. Was this just a one-time argument, or was there more to it? Some emphasized with Casey, others pointed fingers at Diddy, but everyone had an opinion. What was the real story? In 2018, everything changed. Casey, who had been quiet for years, finally spoke up. The world learned that the woman who had once been by Diddy's side, his starlet, his lover, was now facing the aftermath of a relationship filled with terror. Casey claimed Diddy had broken into her home, assaulted her, and left her with more than just physical scars. This was the turning point. It wasn't just another breakup. This was something darker, something far more sinister. Casey described years of abuse, of living in fear. She accused Diddy of controlling her life, from her career to her finances, to her every move being watched. She claimed that he forced her to participate in degrading acts with other men, known as freak-offs, where Diddy watched as she was made to engage with male sex workers, recording it all. And it wasn't just emotional or sexual abuse. Casey spoke of physical violence too. There were black eyes, fat lips, even being dragged by her hair down hallways. She said that at one point, she had to delete videos from her phone, but Diddy still had access to them. She feared for her life. Casey's lawsuit wasn't just about seeking justice, it was about reclaiming her voice. In her statement, she revealed, "After years in silence and darkness, I was finally ready to tell my story." She wanted to stand up, not just for herself, but for the other women who might still be trapped in relationships like hers. She described the control Diddy had over her life. He wasn't just a man she loved, he was a force, controlling everything. From her car, her clothing, even her medical records. Diddy was everywhere. The results from an MRE scan she had for memory loss, possibly caused by use or by a beating she said she suffered from Diddy, went all to him. She told of being dragged into a lifestyle that was more toxic than glamorous. Drugs, violence, manipulation. It was all part of the package Diddy had sold her. It was only getting worse. One time, he saw her talking to another talent agent, then pushed her into a car and kicked her repeatedly in the face, making her bleed. In the lawsuit she filed, it mentioned another incident from early 2012. Diddy grew so angry about her dating the rapper Kid Cudi that he said he would blow up the rapper's car. Around that time, the suit says, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway.
Cassie, why Diddy didn't want to walk with you, girl? What I'm talking about?
When Casey's lawsuit went public, Diddy's team fired back hard. His lawyer called it blackmail, claiming Casey was just after a payday. They said she demanded $30 million in exchange for her silence and threatened to write a tell-all book. The allegations were harshly denied, and Diddy's camp did everything they could to discredit Casey. But Casey didn't back down. She refused the money and filed a lawsuit that would expose everything. Casey's courage in filing that lawsuit led to more women coming forward with their own stories of abuse and drama at the hands of Diddy. It wasn't just Casey anymore. It was a reckoning. These were stories that have been buried for years, but now they were flooding out. And the man behind the closed doors of wealth and fame? He was no longer untouchable. Diddy's reputation, once spotless in the public eye, was now under the harshest of scrutiny. For Casey, the legal battle wasn't over yet. In November 16, 2023, she filed another bombshell lawsuit, this time under New York's Adult Survivors Act, accusing Diddy of rape, trafficking, and years of abuse. Casey had already found peace with her new life, marrying actor Alex Fine and building a future away from Diddy's toxic shadow. But this wasn't just about her anymore. It was about justice, about reclaiming the parts of her life that had been stolen. The lawsuit was a powerful statement. Casey wasn't just a victim, she was a survivor. And her story, one of pain, control, and manipulation, would be a lesson to anyone still trapped in a circle of abuse. For Diddy, the question loomed. How much longer could he hide behind his empire, behind his image? The world was watching. As of today, he still stands innocent inside prison waiting for the May 2025 trial. But what do you think? Did the poor girl deserve all that? Let us know in the comment section below, and make sure to check out more Diddy stories on our channel.